The court's going to hear its first abortion case with its new, even more conservative makeup. That's with three appointees of former President Donald Trump on the court. And it's going to hear a case probably in the fall, with a decision likely in the spring of 22, just as the congressional midterm election campaigns are really gearing up. It's a case that really tests this issue of whether states can ban abortion before a fetus can survive outside the womb, which is called viability. The court has held repeatedly that early in a woman's pregnancy, before a fetus is viable, states really have very little role to play in regulating abortion. They can regulate it to a degree, but they can't do anything that would impose what the court calls an undue burden on a woman who wants to exercise her constitutional right to an abortion. This is a case that could really lead to a dramatic altering of nearly 50 years of abortion rights rulings by the Supreme Court. There has been a real conservative liberal breakdown, with the liberal justices more likely to support abortion rights and the conservative justices voting the other way. One little wrinkle is that in a case the court heard last year, Chief Justice John Roberts, who has really been a solid opponent of abortion rights since he joined the court, did in fact side with the liberal justices in striking down a Louisiana law that sought to regulate abortion clinics. But at the time when Roberts did it, he said it had more to do with a similar decision, a very similar case the court had decided several years earlier, and out of Texas. And the justices, many of them, are very sort of careful not to have the court sort of seesaw back and forth on the same issue, in a short period of time. Former President Trump has three appointees on the court: Amy Coney Barrett, Brett Kavanaugh, and Neil Gorsuch. Barrett, when she was nominated, I think is probably fair to say, is the most openly anti-abortion justice who's joined the court since Clarence Thomas. And we didn't really know much about Thomas's views on abortion when he joined the court. She hasn't voted yet on any abortion case at the Supreme Court. But the other two, Kavanaugh and Gorsuch, did, in the Louisiana case last year, dissent. They would have upheld the Louisiana law restricting abortion clinics.